What's up, everybody? Welcome to the official debut of the After Hours discussion. I'm your host, the AHLXS, and welcome to my dear media land. Stay with us, because this host is about to do the most.
This is the debut of the After Hours discussion.
And again, welcome to the After Hours discussion with your host, the HLX, guys. Debut of the After Hours. But today I'm going to have a singer and performer. That's right. She's been at the Allstate Arena, but we'll let her talk about that today. Because for right now, here she is, Monce Love. How we doing?
What's up? How you doing?
How you doing? Take a seat. Take a
Thank
seat.
you.
Let's do this. All right. All right. How you been, Monce? How's everything? Good.
Working, doing
Good.
the thing.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. How was it to get here?
It was good.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
it was
All
good.
right.
It was
All
nice
right.
and chill. Not too
All
much
right.
traffic.
All right. Well, to kick these off, I mean, I think it's about right. We, introduce yourself to the people, to the viewers, let them know, who you are, what you're about. Give them a little bit of a description.
Of me. Okay. Okay. My name is Monce Love. I'm a performer, singer. I sing for private parties and I sing at festivals. I've been all over the world. Just kidding.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. We're getting
there.
We've been everywhere in Chicago. I've done a little bit of musical theater, doing a little bit of radio and internet radio too.
So what would you say is your main focal go-to, which I'm pretty sure,
Right
after
now?
listening to Si Me Amas, I mean...
Oh, wow. Well, right now, just keep, we're going to keep bringing all these music in.
Okay.
We're still writing. We're doing our thing. So.
All right. I know you just dropped something not so long ago.
Not too long ago. Yes.
So,
that's a good one.
But we'll touch bases on that one.
Nice.
that.
Okay.
I mean, I think for starters, the best thing that we can start with is, anybody who's getting into music, anybody who's even thinking about it.
Right.
I'm a sucker for hearing a good story, how it starts. So where did it all start? What was the interest? Was it the mornings that your mom was blasting Mexican music in the morning?
Oh, maybe. Well, yeah, that could be part of it too. I think it was mostly that, just kind of like, around my family. My family's the type of people that like to party, so we listen to music. I guess I was born in a family that has music in their blood. My dad was a blues jazz singer, so.
Ooh.
So that was that. I guess that's a plus on my end.
Oh yeah, definitely, because I know you got another side.
Right, got on the
side.
So yeah, from there, when I was young, I started listening to Selena. That was like, I think everybody's idol.
Right.
So I started singing, doing that. Then I started singing in the choir in church.
Okay, and when did choir come in?
I want to say maybe like when I was 11-ish.
11-ish?
11-ish, 12-ish, around there. And I was there for like a few years with the youth group and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then after that, it was just kind of like, I started growing up, doing my thing. Then I started like around when I was 23. I took the first...
So you took a big leap from 11 to...
I was like, let's do this. And I started going to all these auditions, for shows. I made it to some of them.
Yeah? You did mention that to me.
I did go to Tengo Talento. I was in Tengo Talento. We didn't get past the first round, but it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Part of it. And pretty much just doing contests, here and there, karaoke contests.
Okay.
Just doing a little bit.
I'm sorry not to just barge in, but before all that happened, I think it's safe to start, at a certain point where, you have a team. You have, I'm pretty sure people will help you along the way.
Yeah.
So if we want to date back again, fast forward from 11 years old, what is actually else came into play, or 23, what's that mark that you started with the
that
team,
I started
the
really getting to know people that was actually in this industry.
Okay. And I know you know a few people that helped you along the way get to where you're at today.
Right.
And I know we talked about a certain that completely just took you by storm to help you get into all this music production, help you produce what, where you're at today and, what you do today.
Right.
Would you like to touch bases on that person, actually?
Sure. Yes. I think I've known a lot of people along the way, but there's people that I actually learned from, which was my teacher, my musical theater teacher, Hano, rest in peace.
Okay.
A few years ago, he just turned 7 years, just a few days ago.
Yeah.
And he was my mentor. I guess I want to say it like that. He was my mentor. He was my teacher. He was like a father to me. I think not only to me, to everybody in in our generation. So I think that it was something that touched everybody.
Okay.
He left like a little seed in everybody. And I mean, I learned how to vocalize with him because I wasn't really good at it. I was just, singing just to sing, dancing, and acting also.
Oh,
so I
okay.
took a little bit of that. With
Okay.
him. Oh, yeah.
And what year, you said this was, what year was this when Hano came into play in your life?
This is like 2014.
2014, okay.
Yeah.
And what was the first, instance you were taking with Hano? Like you say your theater, you're mentioning music, you're mentioning, what is it that you started getting involved before, you started really getting into the music only aspect of things?
I think it was during the time that I was in school with him because I would like work with him also. He was also a singer, so
Okay.
it would be like his course or whatever. And he was a director, a teacher, a music writer, you name it. He would do everything.
Okay.
So we would work with him. I would do stuff like private parties on my end, like on my weekends and stuff like that. But mostly it was working with him. Like when during the 2-3 years that I was with him, it was like working back to back, just fully with him. So I was busy.
Moving,
yes, yeah. We were making videos. We were making jingles for commercials.
Okay.
Like we were helping him out in a lot of stuff.
Did Hano leave anything else for us on YouTube for us to check out? Listen?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
okay.
You guys look him up as Hano Fuentes.
Okay. Nice.
And you're gonna find. He was in The Voice Mexico. He was the first generation of Voice Mexico.
Okay.
So he's very very well known in Mexico, but in a lot of places in Colombia. He was in Spain.
Okay. Oh,
so he's known. Yeah, he was.
Okay.
His death was a trending topic.
And-
Topping. Okay.
No. And now we're gonna move on forward.
Okay.
Again, everybody, I'm pretty sure the main question is, what happened with Hano?
Mm-hmm.
When again his tragic death happened.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you would like to elaborate on that. I know some people don't, but if you feel comfortable with it.
Sure. Yeah. Well, it was something very hard for all of us. They killed him on his birthday. It was June 16, 2016? Yeah, 2016. We were out that day because we were gonna celebrate his birthday. He rented out a yacht, and we went on Lake Michigan for the day. We got back because I was gonna have my first mini concert in a club down south side. Okay. So we were getting ready to go. We walked out. We got in our cars, and suddenly some guy comes up to his car and just shot him. He got shot 3 times in the head.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And you were how many inches you say away from that?
We actually were in the car. We were in the
away?
car, like literally in front of him, because he was backing out of the parking lot.
Uh-huh.
And once we were parked, he was like parked right behind us when we heard this guy coming, because he started yelling at him. But we didn't really see him because it was dark, and it was maybe 10 o'clock at night. So we couldn't really see anything, and we just heard him, and we just heard the gunshots.
And ran straight.
Oh,
yeah. Wow. I'm sorry you had to witness that.
Yeah, it was hard.
I'm sorry you had to witness that,
hard,
especially somebody who you've taken an inspiration, motives, and up to this day, I mean, look where you're at today. I mean,
yeah.
I know.
I owe that
we're getting
a lot
there.
to him. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. And so since his death, how did that impact you? The next day, the day after that, how did that go for you to be able to, to start producing music, start getting into the flow of things again?
Well, there was a lot of things that I had done during the time that I was with him, like recordings of stuff like that. So I decided to make a little bit of space so that I could start putting all that out. Because I had all this music backed up that I had just, recorded. It was recorded for shows and everything, but I never put them out there. So I was like, I'm going to start, getting out there. That's when my song Si Me Amas came in.
Okay.
So I started meeting people that are songwriters and stuff like that, and they started giving them their songs. So that's what we're doing right now.
Wow.
Trying to get a little bit of everything.
Okay. Well, I mean, of course, again, sorry about the whole Hana thing. I know it's, and I'm probably sure up to this day, it's still
still hard.
And you said
it's
just
still
a few days ago was the
his
anniversary.
anniversary, yeah.
Right. Okay. But again, where there's a fall, there's a rise. So I want you to hold off on on what you got to say next, because I know there's something interesting that I want you to touch bases on. But for right now, for the moment, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Again, thank you for sharing that with us right now. Guys, don't go anywhere. When we get back from a commercial break, Monce is going to dip into some extra juicy details, guys. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Do you want a clown for your party or an entertainment specialist? Do you want a loop snatcher or a seasoned music producer? Do you want a karaoke roll call or do you want a buddy to sing with? Then call and book S&R now for your entertainment needs.
All right, and welcome back to the After Hours discussion. I'm joined here with Monce Love today. Monce, let's greet these people again.
Okay.
How we doing, guys?
Hi. Welcome back.
Good. All right. So we left off talking about, as far as Hano. Okay?
Right.
We left off talking about Hano.
Mm-hmm.
I know you said you did a few projects with him. Mm-hmm. I know 3 final ones that you have finished.
Yeah.
What 3 do you have done right now with him?
There was one that the one I started off with was Buffon, El Príncipe de los Mil Colores, which is like a buffoon, but it was like he's a prince.
Okay.
He got turned into a buffoon, but he got put in what's called like a toy store.
Oh, okay.
So we were all dolls.
Wow.
And we would come alive after 12 at midnight.
Oh,
so it was kind of weird. It was like a kid's thing, but
a horror film.
But no, it wasn't really.
Oh, okay,
no,
well, it sounded like a horror film.
It was pretty nice. It was a musical, so it was like more like for kids, and
Okay.
and it had like really good messages for
Gotcha. Okay.
all ages.
Because you first started there with a horror film type of scenario. I was like, oh man,
No.
I'm a sucker for a horror film.
No.
Wow.
So that was the first one, and then we did another one that was called Súbelo a tu Face.
Okay.
Which that one was more like a cafeteria, more like what's going on right now that people just don't really communicate. You're on your phone and stuff like that. There was a lot of stuff going on. And then the third one was Barbaria, which was more like elves and all this.
Okay. So you guys really got creative.
Oh yeah,
with
princess
with
and
the
all this
ideas.
stuff. It was really nice. Yeah, it was really nice working with him.
Hey, Hano. Thank you.
Thank you.
Look what you've made out of everything you've shown her already.
Right.
Thank you. And you rest in peace, boss.
Yeah.
Again, I want to touch bases on something that you actually did right before we started shooting. Actually, you did an exclusive little performance of Si Me Amas, for us.
Yes.
So, which by the way, they're still standing and applauding. How did the Si Me Amas come about, actually?
You know what? Si Me Amas came from one of the songwriters. His name is Oscar. Oscar's the one. Hi, Oscar. Oscar. Actually, a funny story. We were in the same elementary school, but obviously, I was with his brother, and he was a year ahead of us. We didn't really interact or anything like that. So he comes back into my life maybe about a year and a half ago. And he's like, hey, you know what? I've heard what you've recorded. I wanted to know if you wanted to sing one of my songs. And he started showing me his songs. I was like, oh, okay.
What?
And then he showed me Si Me Amas. And I was like, wow, okay. But my head, he wanted it to be more of a romantic song. And I was like, wow, well, why don't we make it bachata? It has the rhythm. So I was like, okay. So we went with that. And then Falso Amor came in, which is the banda one.
Falso Amor.
That's also his. And we've been working, we've been working. He's doing his own thing too.
Okay.
He has a few songs out already too, and he has them coming out.
We might need to contact him.
Yes. Give him a call. Bring him over here. Yeah. Junior, Oscar Junior Music. You guys could look him up.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. Cool. So since we're on the music topic, you mentioned performing on shows.
Yes.
One in specific. Pues tengo talento, mucho talento.
Right.
The laugh is telling
that
me
one,
already.
no.
Sure.
Okay.
So you said not even past the first round,
Mm-hmm.
but you had an encounter. Something happened.
Something happened, yeah.
What happened?
Well, the thing, it was like, I wasn't really prepared back then. It was like kind of the beginning of my career. And I got nervous. I forgot the song. I messed it up. Especially because they shortened the song, maybe like, it's only like maybe 35 something seconds that you really sing, you know? So I kind of, the nerves took over me, and I blew it up. So there was the judges, right? The known judges, and one of them was Ana Barbara, which is, she's from where my mom is from, San Luis Potosí. So that hurt. That hurt.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, she told me, she's like, you know what? She's like, are you sure you wanna be in this? You know, you wanna sing? And I'm like, yeah, of course. That's what I love to do. She's like, well, I think you're gonna have to do something else because you're not made for this. I'm like, oh, okay. So I took that to the heart a little bit, and I started, yeah. Wow. That's how everything actually started, because after that comment, I was like, you know what, I'm going to really take it to the next level and start taking classes. And
I love a good rise.
There you go.
Wow, okay. Yeah. So that happened in what year? That
was like 2010.
All right, and then you fast forward 11 years later.
Yeah.
What did Monce do 11 years later in relates to Ana Barbara? What happened?
Well, I heard that there was like a contest going on social media to open for her at the Rosemont Theater. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to do it. I was at a karaoke place with my friends, and I started singing one of her songs. They recorded it, so I posted it up on Facebook, and it went viral. Uh-oh. It went viral, like completely viral. Mm-hmm. And, well, they had no other choice but to have me on.
Had no other choice.
They had no other choice, yes. No, okay. No, I'm just saying, because there was another girl. It was me and another girl going at it. But, yeah, there was like I had a little issues with the people that are like the main, gotcha. Mm-hmm. So I was like, well, they really didn't have another choice. Oh. They really had no other choice, yeah.
Okay. Oh,
and so it was good. I mean, it was something really nice to be able to be in that stage, like seeing all that people there. Obviously, they were there to see this girl, right? But I had a few people, like I have a few angles of the place.
I have come across, which, by the way, guys, you guys can go on her YouTube pages, which we'll get to that, where you can find her at the end. But I've seen the performances, clips of it. How you did that was incredible.
It was nice, yeah.
Did you actually get a chance to talk to Ana Barbara?
I sure
at her at that when you opened for her?
Yes, I sure did. I was actually waiting for her to finish her performance so that I could say hi and obviously take the picture.
Right.
But I didn't want to let that go just like that, I wanted to let her know who I was, who I was. And I had met her a few years back, and I actually showed her a picture where it's me and her together. Uh-oh. So I was like, oh, wow. It's been a few years, but I did tell her about that.
Wow.
That encounter, yeah.
Well, guess what? Like I said, where there's a fall, there's a rise. Mm-hmm. Ana Barbara, sorry, but you underestimated her a little bit because she just released something a few days ago. And that is actually something that we're going to be presenting here today, actually, guys, again. So don't go anywhere, because when we get back, Monce Love is going to perform her cover here on the After Hours discussion.
If you're looking for a tattoo apprenticeship and can't find a good place to take one, look no further. Welcome to Toltec Tattoo, where you can get taught the basics of tattooing and more advanced techniques by Julio Gomez, a tattoo artist with over 15 years of experience. By the end of the training, you'll have the right skills and techniques to get you tattooing in a healthy and safe way and start your tattoo career. If you're interested in becoming a tattoo apprentice, speak to us today.
All right, guys, welcome back. And just like I promised you guys, here she is covering Killing Me Softly, Monce Love.
strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style. And so I came to see him and listen for a while. And there he was, this young boy, stranger to my eyes, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. I felt all flush with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. I felt he found my letter and read each one out loud. I pray that he would finish, but he just kept right on, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. Whoa, whoa, no, la, 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 whoa, la, whoa, la, 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 strumming my pain with his fingers. Yes, he was singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. Killing me softly. Woo!
Wow. 1 second, my microphone. Wow. Incredible. That was awesome. All right, let me get that. There you go. Here, let's retake a seat because you have some explaining to do, Monce.
I'm like, where did this song so long ago? And I don't
All
even
right.
the instrument.
Wow.
Thank you.
Here, to share this famous
Oh, yeah.
if you want.
Okay.
Wow. Wow, guys. It's still vibrating in my head. Give me a second, guys. Wow. What made you want to cover this song? What ultimately what just completely moved you to want to cover this song out of all?
I used to listen to it. My mom used to hear it before.
Okay.
So I heard it first with Roberta Flack, I think it was. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then it was the FUGEES with Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
So I love the Lauryn Hill one. I loved it, and I was like, yeah. So I would sing it. I would sing it at the karaoke's and stuff like that, you know. But I was like, okay, well, let me
make it official, right? Hey, congrats! Wow, she'd be proud.
No,
she'd be proud.
Thank you.
Again, Monce, we touched bases on a lot today. Again, from your falls, your rises, what you've been through, what you've encountered. Right. I think it's only fair that we let people know exactly where they can find Monce Love, anything Monce Love related, music. Go ahead, let them know exactly where we can find you at, phone numbers, contact, anything.
Okay, well, look, I'm in Facebook as Monce Love Music, Monce with a C, and then I'm in YouTube with Monce Love and all the music platforms. So you could look me up in everywhere.
Again, guys, remember she did perform a little exclusive of Si Me Ama, so go check that out also on the last video. And you guys just saw she just murdered Killing Me Softly. So again, as far as anything going on in the future, what you got going on right now, shows. I know you mentioned you did Back of the Yards. You just did Back of the Yards, which I know you didn't touch bases on there, but again, is there any video footage on you that we could find out there as far as?
I did share some of the live videos that they did.
Okay.
So I'll probably share some of that on my personal page so you guys can find it.
Okay.
I'm going to be at another festivals. I'm going to be at a Fiesta del Sol, Hispano Fest, and a few other stuff that's coming up.
Okay, and again, guys, remember that Monce you guys can contact her to hire her, book her for shows. You want a phone number or anything you want to give out so they can start calling, because you're going to introduce me on my birthday with Killing Me Softly. I'm just saying.
There you go. Okay. It's going to be, the phone number is 872-301-0862.
Awesome. All right. Again, anything else you want to let us know? Again, as far as...
yeah, I wanted to send a shout out to Oscar Jr., which is the composer of Si Me Amas and Falso Amor, and my boy Manny Keys Arellano, which is our music producer.
Oh, okay, all right. And right now, I know you mentioned they're on vacation right now. So, guys, if you guys are on vacation, take a moment, check it out. She murdered. Again, I'm going to keep on saying it. It's going to be a repetitive thing for the next week or so for me. All right. But again, anything else, Monce, as far as show-wise? Again, you just say you were going to be in the show. Right now, it's mostly just like private parties and stuff like that, and just doing, doing my thing. Okay, all right, Ken. I'm going to be contacting you soon, okay? All right. Anyway, all right, guys. But again, we thank you guys for being here with me and Monce Love on the After Hours discussion. Again, this is My Dear Media Land. Tune in next week, because next week is going to be a little bit different when I have Silverback Mel taking on a little spicy challenge that we're all very familiar with. But for today, check this out, guys, all right? Stay tuned till next time on the After Hours discussion. I'm your host, the AHLX. Until next time.